before we jump into anything, we need to talk about the season finale of Unicorn Warriors.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I feel like that ended really quick.
Yeah, it did really quick. So
Needs to be
let me
universal
just
there.
say, we're going to talk about Unicorn Warriors right now. We're going to break down the final episode. Just in case if your first time viewing, we have covered every episode. We have the characters breakdowns, the design breakdowns. We love that. We love this show so much. And also, just so you know, every comment in the videos, on all of our videos entered to win a shirt from thebestnerdyshirts.com. So comment down below, or you can just go there and buy one. Me and Kyle has designed most of them. Brittany wants to start designing some, so we're gonna have a plethora of shirts. Hopefully, I got my dragon shirt on today. Thank you, Kyle, so much. The Smoking Dragon. We got Audi. We got the Audi shirt, and then we have our Dune shirt. Yes, we love those shows, Severance and Dune. Just in case if you don't know, subscribe. We got a lot of cool content coming up. Okay, so guys, the first season has ended. I mean, I thought I was going crazy.
So
It was a lot.
yeah. I gotta say that I guess I'm really excited for season 2. And Nick, we were talking a little bit about this before. Is that like season 2 and season 3 is when hopefully there's a season 3, but like that's when the production team really gets it dialed in. You know, like their designs are tighter. They know what they're doing more with how they're, you know, like their animation and stuff. And it's just more locked in. So I'm like, this was a great like first season kind of thing. And I also hope that their writing, you know, is a little bit more because it's like we were talking about earlier. Like it seems like they had to condense time, right? Big time. They had a lot more planned and they had to condense it down. So yeah.
What about you,
I feel like there was a lot going on, a lot of characters, a lot of colors. It was almost overwhelming for some moments and harder to follow versus something like Primal, where the storyline was so straight and streamlined. And so jumping around that much, like even though I'm a big, like we always say, Samurai Jack fan, it was a little like, wow, this is everywhere. So it was hard for me to get attached to certain characters because I didn't spend enough time with them. Versus something like Fang and Spear, where it's like I had so much time that you got so attached to these characters and you knew them so well, versus you get a blimp up here, a blimp up there. So it's like, oh, I kind of like them, but it's almost like speed dating.
Yeah, you know, it's actually a very, very interesting point. Like the first season could have ended with like the destruction of Copernicus. And it's like, oh no, like that's the season finale, right? And then like the second season could have ended with when Emma gets split basically from Melinda. You know what I mean? Then it's like, oh my gosh, like the end of the second season. And then the third season could have been more of just like, oh my gosh, and then they finish the story. It's like her finding her way back. It would have been so much fun if half the season was her with the two that were supposed to be, you know, Melinda and like that would have been so much fun to have these like off-brand characters, like, you know, like rip-off of our heroes, and they have to find their way back kind of thing. Like that would have been
It's kind of like Kyle said, it feels a little bit like an experiment to a degree too, where they haven't really honed in everything. It's just more of like, let's have fun and see what happens versus the strategy that they had within Primal. So, but I still loved it. I just didn't really know where I was half the time.
Still a great ride.
And how much fun was it? Like, even I was second guessing myself if she was crazy or not. Like, did this really happen? Because you know, like the whole idea where she was going crazy, I was like, that would have been such a fun area to explore. Within the show, and we didn't get a chance to like really see that, which was kind of a bummer. But I also understand they were very tight on time, kind of thing.
Yeah. So I think what makes it hard when you have that many characters, it's almost this older style of like storytelling. When you think of like Wizard of Oz, it's like, well, here's the Tin Man, well, here's the Scarecrow, and like there's this like bop kind of tone to these characters. But it's kind of hard to tell a story because like even within Wizard of Oz, like you know Dorothy's story, but you don't know everyone's story.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard.
But overall, though, super fun show.
Yeah,
I was very happy
pretty.
They allowed this to air, because sometimes nowadays it's like, oh, we only want sequels, we only want stuff that we know would work. Like don't you want to do another Powerpuff Girls? And he's like, no, I want to do Unicorn Warriors. He's like, I must do this.
Why not Dexter's Lab?
But then you get people like Clone High coming out trying to like mimic that style. Where it's like,
And
wow,
that's
that
on
looks.
HBO Max, right?
Yes, I started
Clone High.
watching it. I didn't finish it, but it's very like Powerpuff Dexter's Lab meets like what is that show with the two
Danny
brothers?
Phantom?
Huh? No.
It's kind of
It's
like
like
Danny
the
Phantom.
scientist that clones his sons. It's like
What?
something with the. It's like the scientist. Then he clones his son. There's like the Monarchs, the villain.
Venture
gosh.
Bros. Venture Brothers.
Yeah, Venture Bros.
yeah,
Thank
Venture
you.
Brothers, okay.
It's kind of a Venture Bros style to me because you get that like mad scientist and the clones. But
Okay.
it's a fun concept. It's something that you can watch definitely later on in the evening and be like, okay, that's funny. Like there's some really funny points just because of the historical figures
Right.
that they're making fun
right.
of. Like Joan of Arc is dating John F. Kennedy.
Teenagers with their drama.
Yeah, they're in a love triangle with like Abraham Lincoln. You know, and like Cleopatra used to be the hot one, but isn't anymore. And so it's just like, what? So it's kind of random but fun.
All right. So, just so you guys know, we really like the show here. So just subscribe to get all the updates on new shows, especially on HBO Max. We're big fans of HBO Max. That seems to be our streaming service. We were trying Disney Plus, and we were trying really hard to like Disney Plus, and they made it super hard to like anything that's rated a D plus. Like we want at least B's and higher. We're tired of D plus, shows. We want good content. So
I hear
even
Secret
though
Invasion just dropped.
I have not watched it, but
And me
I
neither.
wonder if they're gonna push Nick Fury all around and just beat him up. Poor guy. All right, so we're gonna watch a funny video right now
Okay.
on TikTok.
Well, let's see if it really is funny, Davey. Come on.